Hey everyone, it's time to share a little adventure that I just recently had. I actually ended up playing a gig in Finland. It was like the first time in last 6 years or so. I think last time I performed was in 2018, so it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. And I'd have to say it was tons of fun. And that's also why I'm really happy to announce that I'm about to move back to Finland. So therefore, a little bit of my content, what I'm going to create here on YouTube, I'm going to take a little bit hiatus from that because I need to pack stuff and also prepare everything. So my creative work is going to have a little bit of a break on for that reason. But anyways, about the story itself. The thing is that I'm from a really small town called Joutsa that is around the central Finland area. That's where I grew up and got the first guitar lessons and so on. The music education, the beginning of the story for me as a musician. And this area is having this festival that has been ongoing for I think 52 times already. And I just saw in the newspaper that's around that area that they were looking for an all-star band artists and people to play in that band as well. So I just sent a little message and said that, well, I'm interested to play in that band and perhaps perform something as a solo artist. And I got a reply a little bit later on from Topi, who was taking care of the whole thing, that okay, we got this one singer who would like to perform Metallica's song Nothing Else Matters. And I was like, okay, cool, that's awesome. It's a really cool song. And of course I can play it. And yeah, no worries. The thing is that I haven't really ever learned that song. How crazy is that? It's really crazy, I think. So I just thought that this is the perfect opportunity to learn this classic guitar song. So that was on my to-do list then. So I knew that I had this gig coming up in Finland, I think around May or something like that. It was clear that I'm about to perform this one song. So then I started to figure out what I'm going to play it with. So I thought it would make sense to just either use some of the gear that I have in Finland or just bring my Kemper with me or a pedal board. But I thought that because I knew that if I bring my Kemper, it's going to be the best possible solution because I know for sure that those guitar sounds are going to work. So extra bag for Kemper booked, and then I thought that's covers most of the stuff. Then when the date came closer and closer, I thought that, okay, I need a guitar. And I've been needing a 24 fret PRS. So I ended up purchasing a new guitar. I purchased the PRS SE CE24 satin standard or standard satin. Anyways, that guitar, and I went to store, tried it, loved it, bought it, and rest is history, so to say. The thing is that it really checked all the boxes for my needs. A video about that is coming out later on. I just basically arranged the way to buy it, and then I knew that now I had the instrument, I got the amps, and now I just had to practice. So I just started a little bit late practicing these songs. I think a week before the actual gig. We just arranged a little acoustic session with the singer, and then I was asked if I would like to play guitar in another song that I kind of knew. So I thought yeah, sure, why not? I can play. And then, I was invited to play on the second song as well. And then on the week once that this gig was about to take place, I think it was just a few days before the band rehearsals, I got the message that, hey, would you like to play on 2 more songs too? Like, it's like these ones. And I was like, okay, sure. And I think I just listened them once on Spotify and then just send a message that, yeah, sure, I can do it. So again, figuring out those songs by ear was a piece of cake. Really easy job to do. And then at that point I was a little bit excited because like I knew that like one song turned out to be 4 songs. And of course, because I love performing, this made my excitement towards this gig even higher, because I was already like thinking about like just canceling the whole thing. But then I think things went even more interesting, because once I got the schedule for the rehearsals, it seemed like there was time to play the song like, I don't know, once or twice. So basically I went to the rehearsals, played these 4 songs like once or twice, and then I think once I was like packing my stuff, I was asked that, hey, would you like to play a solo on this one song too? It's like Sweet Home Alabama. And I was like, sure. And then went with my guitar back to the spot and put my things back on it. So once they started practicing another song, meanwhile, while I was like putting my stuff together again for practicing, I just kind of like figure out the chord progression more or less right, and jammed along with that. Sweet Home Alabama, it's a really nice jam song as well. So it was really nice to use some of the knowledge that I got from like studying music for years and years. So that was super exciting. So technically I just went from 1 song to 6 songs, which was like, I found it just so exciting to perform music. Then the show that came, it was like a really short drive to the venue or the festival place. And again, really quick and fun way to just arrange everything, like putting Kemper and my cabinet on stage, having the remote controller out there, and that's kind of it. Just adjusting the cabinet to have a little bit of like a monitor on stage for my own guitar sound, and having a control over that was also a really cool thing. And then I think we just checked out like 1 song as a band, or a half of a song, and that was the sound check. Quite exciting to work that way as a musician, but again, it was a tons of fun. Also, it seems that there may be some other opportunities after this little gig that I had. So yeah, that's kind of it. I hope you found this useful to know a little bit of like how I worked as a musician. So for the most part, I figured out all the songs by ear. I think Metallica was the only song I just downloaded the tab and side read it through and jammed along with the album track, and that was kind of it. So yeah, I hope you found this really useful, and yeah, let me know what you think about this. And at the end of this video, you will see how one of the solos went as a completely improvised. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe for more content, and see you on the next one. Bye.